Hey guys, Trey John coming at you with a Raid Shadow Legends video. All right, so this one, I know it's been a little bit since I posted, but I did go ahead and I completed the Summon Rush event, and I was able to do it very easily. So we got Michinaki, I think is how you pronounce that character's name. And actually, I need to summon him, so I'm going to do it in this video. But I want to talk about what made it super easy for me to get this champion, because this was a summon rush. And summon rushes are one of those things where, like, a lot of times you have to really manage your resources properly in Raid Shadow Legends to get the champion that you are shooting for, right? To like, complete these types of events. And this one was super easy to go ahead and manage and take care of. And I'm going to kind of show you why. I even made an article on AftershockUnited.gg, the raid section, to really break it down step by step. But we're just going to kind of cover a little bit in this video and help you guys on the next Summon Rush event that has something similar to this. All right, guys, so first things first, let's dive into it. So let's see, if I click on the portal here, you can see fragment summons. I do have 100 out of 100 fragments for Michinaki. I can summon him, GG, and get him built. Now, how did I go about doing this? Notice that I only have about 1,600 mystery shards left. The last time I looked at these, I had over 11,000 mystery shards. I legitimately pulled 10,000 mystery shards to get Michinaki. So actually, if I go to, where was it? Well, we'll show that in a second. But if I go to, yep, here we go. Summon Rush. I literally pulled, I scrolled down, I saw, oh, one mystery shard is 1 point. And I pulled 10,000 of them to get this character. Now, the reason why I'm making this video and talking about this is because, and I actually break this down if I pull up my article right here. So I actually talk about it right in the beginning, right in the beginning of the article here. Managing resources is something that's always hard in Raid Shadow Legends, and like Darth Microtransaction, Jay Gigs, like it's always wait Shadow Legends because you need to wait for an event to spend the resources, right? However, mystery shards are kind of like one of those gray area resources that a lot of people will stockpile. Maybe sometimes they'll use them for food, right? But generally speaking, most people are kind of lazy and they don't want to pull them, and they amass a crap ton of them, right? So it's always advantageous to have, like, 10,000 plus mystery shards, because you never know when you're going to get an event like this where you can actually summon them all. And now, before anyone says, well, John, why would I ever summon all those? Like, that is such a pain. You're not wrong. However, you can automate it. So that's the thing, is like when I did this, guys, like it was really simple for me to do. Like I think I have just enough here to run. So let's summon just a couple of them here while we're talking, and I'll run my macro. So what I did is I actually have a macro made up that basically is several macros put into one that did all this for me. So it did the summons here. So I could actually, if I wanted to, I could start, honestly, I could just click this button here, and I've got the macro running. You can see in the top section here, right up there, right up here, right? You can see where the macro is running right now. And basically it's just gonna keep summoning every time, like I just let it go, right? As long as I'm in the right screen, it's gonna go ahead and summon them up for me and keep going through until I fill up my inventory, okay? This is key. So this is one macro that its only function is summoning. And the reason why is because you want to kind of break them up. You don't want to have, like, if you're going to use a macro in a game, you don't want to make it so advanced and convoluted that you can't edit it, you can't change it, right? Because what happens when a pop-up happens, right? And you don't manage it properly? Well, then the whole entire macro goes down. Whereas if you break it up into little subsections, you can kind of, if that happens, you can edit it, right? And you can change just a little bit, so that way it'll make it work. So those are things like kind of bear in mind, like I would say prerequisites. And like I said, if you look and you go to our website, and the link will be down below, I did a full in-depth write-up of this, like all the pros, cons, risks to it. So that way everyone's aware. Like I don't want you guys to do this and think, oh no, I'm gonna destroy my account. Raid Shadow Legends does not have any policy against using onboard macros against like BlueStacks or RSL Helper. That's how RSL Helper works as well. It's literally macros built into the software that uses exe commands for each action. So that's why this is approved. This is why we can make this video and talk about this without anyone getting like fear that they're gonna GG their account. Now notice, I'm at $3.99 here. Okay, so if I come out here, now what happens? Well, I got a pop-up. Once again, that's why it's good to compartmentalize. But let's say I want to run my all-in-one. So you'll see here, I'm gonna bring it up on screen. You should be able to see now that my macro manager, here's all my macros that I've made and created. I've got folders for them. This is the newest and latest and greatest. This is all-in-one mystery shards. That's what I just got. Combine a lot and then test. So basically what I've done is I've actually went in here and you can see where I've merged these together. And this is combine a lot, 200 mystery shards out of summoning screen. Like I put 3 macros into order with all of their settings, right? Here's their settings for each individual one. And that has actually created this macro. So this creates all 3. Then I've got it run until indefinitely. And what this is gonna do is pretty simple for me. Now this one isn't the most optimized. It's literally what I ran just as like a proof of concept test. And I actually, when I wrote and explained more, when I actually explained more of the, oh man, I was in the wrong location when I started it. When I explain it on the website, I actually do a lot better job to where it works better. Like the way I explained it in there would be the better way of building this macro. I was gonna give you guys this macro in this part of this video. Problem is one, I had to have some place for you to download it from, whether it be WeTransfer or whatever. Eventually that link will break. I think I'm gonna have it added to our website. So aftershockunited.gg, I think there's a BlueStacks section. Actually, you know what? We can look at it. If I pull it up, I know there's a BlueStacks section. Yeah. So if you go to tools, then you can see this auto farm, this right here. And this is actually where me and Chosen's video where I explain exactly how to make macros, why you would make them. That's where this video is. It goes into depth about these a little bit more. And you can download it, go through, see a little bit of things. But over in the bottom left here, you're gonna see where it says Trigger Happy John's macros. Click here. I'll have it added to the list and I'll go ahead and I'll make a couple of them and get them dropped in there. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna click the link. It's gonna download a folder. It's gonna give you a bunch of macros. Go ahead and take the macros that you want. I'll have them labeled appropriately and that'll work for you. But the point of this that I'm trying to make really quickly is the simple fact that like, you can use macros like these to combine. Like notice that we were just talking, right? We were just doing nothing but talking that entire time. I was not in game by any means. And yet, as you see here, it's gonna keep continuing to do these motions for me. So this is perfect for people who are like at home, not doing anything, or say they're working from home, right? And they can like have RAID up on a separate screen, but they don't have time to play it. You can make these type of macros to go ahead and take care of your inventory's problems for you. Now, yes, there are things that'll break these. These won't be perfect. There'll be instances where like you'll have a fusion champion pop up and it'll pop up another dialogue. If you don't click it, it doesn't work. And yeah, sometimes it doesn't work exactly as intended. However, that's all like operator error. Like it's all, how did you make it? How simple did you do it? And if you made it super simple, then it's easy to recover from, right? And also, as you keep making these, you get more experience. Like I know, for example, if I make another one of these, I want to pick all the champions that have the fusion requirement. So that way I know exactly where to click for the next button. So that way, as I summon more, if I get more and more, I'm automatically managing it to where I'm saying, yes, sacrifice the fusion champions and then click them into the spot. You know what I mean? It's taking those types of things and initiatives that'll make these macros that much better for you as a player and to really get the functionality there that you're looking for. But this is literally all I did, guys. Like I ran this overnight. I got up, I ran it, see like that one right there. Like see how that got selected? I hit upgrade. It missed out on getting the other ones because I didn't have a prompt in there to say, hey, yeah, allow the summoning ones. But I let this run overnight. No problem. I ran for most of the next day. And basically this entire macro runs indefinitely. And then it used up all 10,000. So I literally went from 11,900 and something of them to 1,052 here. And all from just summoning them. Now, this is also really cool because this allows players to do like champion training, right? Like for example, because like I told you, I broke this macro up. Well, I can go ahead and I can pull this back open and I can say combine a lot. This is literally my macro just to combine a bunch of food. So if you want to do a mass summoning session and you're like, crap, I need room and you hate doing champion training events, make a macro, let it do it for you, right? I highly recommend you guys go to the website, look at the article I wrote, because I literally break down the best way to create the champion training macro with mystery shards, because I think that's going to be very, very advantageous for a lot of you guys who want to succeed, right? Because yes, it does seem silly, like champion training tournament here. Notice I finished it. I completed it. I completed it by a while. Like where I'm second right now, right, with 14,650 points, and I did really no major work on this. Like I let this run in the background without paying attention to it, without doing anything, and this is what I got. So now I'm going to get it sucks I'm only getting an epic book, that's epic tome. Like, that seems stupid. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get the 6-star rarity epic or relentless. That's great. I would love to have gotten the legendaries, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna compete with another double the amount here, right? But yeah, it was super simple. And then obviously we got the champion. So if I come back out here, I can go ahead and click this. I know I should save them for CVC, whatever the case may be, but you know what? My account desperately needs this guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna summon him now because I need him. I need to get him built ASAP. And yeah, we're definitely going to be throwing him in the kit. Not to mention, I don't have any, I've got crap for Shadowkin champions. Like, I literally don't have any of them. And he's got a pretty nice kit. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get him built. We're going to focus on him. We're going to get that going. I got to get my Hydra team dialed in more. I'm going to be working on that today. So that way I can kind of get going a little bit better. It's pretty pitiful right now. Like, this is basically my go-to Hydra team right now. Not the greatest. I got a couple other options here, but I got to finish building out these 2 champions here. And I think I have them built out, but I need to verify it. The problem is I'm just lacking so much gear. Like, I don't have awakening gear or whatever. But that's where, like, getting these summon rush types of competitions done and allowing me to go ahead and get that new champion. If I build him up, he's going to be someone who would go well into the Hydra composition for me, or even better yet, into the hard modes of the dungeons. So, that's going to go ahead and that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys this a little bit. I'm not going to go into too much deep depth on how to make the macro. Like I said, it's all in the article. Go read the article. If you have questions, feel free, join the Discord. Links are down below. Join the Aftershock United Discord. Come in there, ping me, Trigger Happy John, because I've got I'm an engineer by trade. So I'm really used to this frame of mind on making macros and doing these types of things. This is what I do every day for work. Ping me. And I will help you. I'll work with you guys. I'll kind of run you through it. We may even probably do a section on our webpage where we'll do like breakdown and guide videos, like how to create it, and then an example macro and so on and so forth. I really want to make this as much inclusive and helpful for all of you guys. So leave comments down below if there's like a certain macro you want to see, if there's an idea that you want to see, like can it be pulled off? I would love to hear about it, and I would definitely be very interested in go ahead and trying it, because right now I'm just making them off of my needs, not necessarily everyone else's. So the most feedback I get, the better, and I would gladly work on those. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.